He is the one that's going to carry you through. Through, okay? 80% a C? Come on. Think that you study one day out the week and you're about to pass. Like, you may be lucky if you do, but it takes time. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute and people have been saying, when are you uploading your next YouTube video? And I'm like, I need to learn to be more consistent because I have not. I do 4 months, no video, then 2 months, no video. Like, it's all over the place. In 2026, one of my goals were to upload more consistently on YouTube. So with me starting school soon, I can upload more and do some content on that. You know, I feel like my light is needed on YouTube, on Instagram, all of these platforms. I can benefit on all of them. Other people can as well. So I'm just working on being more consistent on here, on YouTube. Like, so I'm sorry to people who was looking and I wasn't there. I'm sorry. We're just going to get straight to the video. As you probably see from the title, you know, this video is about some things I wish I knew before nursing school. So I hope that many people can relate to this and even look at this before they start nursing school. You know what I mean? So let's get straight into the video. First thing I wish I knew is about how my mental health would be at stake. You know, I cried, I was angry, all of these types of things during nursing school. And it's like, that's okay. That's okay to cry. That's okay to feel overwhelmed. Nursing school will definitely take a toll on your mental health, but you have to know what's the end goal. You have to know what's important. And important of all, I believe that you have to pray. Pray through this whole semester because you're going to get through it. You're not going to even get through it without God. So make sure you always include God in nursing school in your whole life because He is the one that's going to carry you through. Through, okay? A point I wanted to also add is comparison is a thief of joy. Do not compare your situation with anybody else's. You might have family who went to school and like aunties, cousins, whatever, friends. Don't, just because they had maybe a good experience or bad experience, don't just think that your experience will be the same. Don't compare yourself to them, you know, because that will take a toll on your mental health because things may not go out the way they explained it to you, and it's like now you're like upset when in reality their situation is different from yours, and that is perfectly fine. Prioritize your mental health and just make sure you know what you're doing it for, the end goal, and just put God first and everything, you know. Second point I want to add is your academics. Now, the most important I want to say is the grading scale. When I say the nursing school grading scale, I'm like, are y'all for real? Do y'all know 80% is a C? In what world? 80% a C? Come on. So it's like when I get an 80%, I can't even be like, okay, I got a B. No, I got a C. That's, if I get a 79, that's failing. You know what I mean? Like, grading scale is crazy. Crazy. A 93% is a freaking B. I don't even think you have an A until you had a 94%. So yeah, I wish I knew that because it's like you have to always be on top. You know what I mean? So grading scale was one of the things that went crazy on me because I'm like 80%, and if you get less than that, that's failing. So it's like, as far as studying, I would say study smarter, not longer. Just because you study for so long don't mean you understand the information. You have to have effective study styles. Like, and it's like, I'm saying to myself too because I failed exams before and they hurt me real bad, and that is okay. But I want to say it's like study smarter, not longer. You have to find the way you are okay with studying and memorizing it, and not even memorizing but retaining the information. Say practice questions is your best friend. Like, practice questions help you allow to determine real life situations and know what to do with them. Like, don't just read text from the book and thinking that you're about to go to this exam and just know. You know, you may, but at the same time, practice questions are your best friend. They're going to be the ones that help you know how to answer those questions. You have to know how to answer questions in nursing school. You know what I mean? And that's something that I really wish I knew because I didn't know that. Another thing under academics right now is active recall and rereading notes is two different things. When you are having active recall, you are understanding it. You know, you really understand and you really is retaining the information and you know how to put it in the questions and know how to answer the questions instead of rereading your note cards and just like you rereading the same thing over and over again. You can read them, but then go answer some different type of questions and apply that information what you know into them questions so you can understand for real, you know. And to finish this section off, I want y'all to know that you may fail an exam, and that is okay. Just do better on the next one. You know, like do better on the next one. I failed, and I still passed the class. You know, you're gonna fail an exam. You may, but it's okay. Like it's not the end of the world. All of that because I was thinking like it's the end of the world. I'm dumb. Like you're not dumb, and it's okay. That is okay. Next thing I wish I knew was about time and balance. Now, nursing school is going to take a lot of time out of your life. You're going to miss out on certain things, and that's what I want to touch on first is about your time. You're not going to be able to do the same things you were doing when you was in nursing school. Like, you're not going to be able to hang out all the time. You're not going to be able to go here, travel here. No, because one thing about it is that your attendance in nursing school matters, for one. But we'll touch on that on the next section. But, you're not gonna be able to do certain things. You know, you may lose friends, may lose a lot of people in nursing school because some people don't understand that you're busy, that you actually have to go to school, all of that. Like some people don't understand. So your time, you have to put a lot of time into this. Like you can't just. I don't think that is really effective. You know. So you're gonna miss a lot of stuff that you're doing. You're gonna have to cut down on a lot of stuff you used to do. If you was partying on the weekends, if you was going here every day, you gotta kind of cut down on some of that stuff because it will show up on your exams, on your in your nursing school life. You know, and you don't want that. Although it do take a lot of time out your life, you do not have to study 24/7. Like that is not like going back to the other section. Like you have to be like active recall. You have to be active recalling these stuff. You know, you ain't gotta study 24/7 because you can study 24/7, but you're studying the wrong way. You gotta find out the way that helps you pass exams. You know what I mean? You're not the same as somebody else. What somebody else may do may be different for what you do. So yeah, like at the same time, like you don't have to study 24/7, but at the same time, you have to make sure you're studying effectively. Another point was time management. Time management is a big thing. You have to know how to manage your time when you're in nursing school. Like, study what's important. Say you have 2 classes in a semester. Like, for me, I've had 2 classes in a 7 week span. And it was crazy classes pharmacology and med surg 1. That was a lot. That was a lot. And the classes were a couple of days off. But if you know you have a med surg 1 exam coming up, study that before you study the pharmacology. Like, put your time more into the med surg class than you do with pharmacology. You know what I mean? So, time management, you know, like know what to study, when to study it, or if you feel like you have a good idea on one subject, put your more time into the other subjects you don't have good time. So just know how to time management so you can be successful, you know, in your life as well. Like if you know you do want to have a take a break while you're in school, you know, and go out with friends, make sure you study before you go out, you know, just have that time management that allows you to be successful because it's not easy. It's not easy, and nobody ever said it was going to be easy. So just do that. You know what I mean? Like manage your time good and know what's important. You know, nursing school is important, but also other things happen in life. Also, you will have burnout, and that's what goes hand in hand with like taking a break for yourself. You're gonna have a lot of burnout because nursing school is not hard, like I said, but it is time consuming. You're gonna have burnout. You may fail an exam and be like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Like, how am I here? What's going on? And you just want to give up. But like, burnout is real. Like, you burn out with anything. You know, mothers burn out. in sports you burn out. Like a lot of things in life you burn out of it, and you have to find a way to pick yourself back up out of those, out of that sinkhole. You gotta dig yourself out, because we know at the end of this, I'm gonna get a degree. I'm gonna get all of the stuff I want, once I'm done, God willingly, But yeah, like burnout is real, and I didn't know that until I started here. Like I felt like I never felt like this when I went to a 4 year community. I mean, I went to a 4 year college before I came to nursing school, and that's like I never felt this type of burnout that I do in nursing school, because it's a lot, and I don't blame them for making it a lot, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be taking care of somebody's life. There's nothing to play about at all. So I kind of see why it's so much, because you're trying to learn so much stuff in 2 years. Next point I want to talk about is clinicals. Now, with clinicals, this was one of the most nerve-wracking things for me before I even started. 'Cause, like, I'm nervous. I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to like speaking and doing something new and all of that. So it was very nerve-wracking for me. But now that I went through it, I wish people told me that it's like clinicals is not intimidating. It is more of like clinicals is more intimidating and not scary. It's just intimidating a little bit, like knowing what to do, how to do it. You're gonna be speaking to somebody, you gotta know how to speak to them, all of that. And I want to try to know that like it's going to come like second nature. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with talking to people. Like, hey, today I'm gonna be a student nurse. And at first it was like my voice cracking, I'm sweaty, palmed hand. You know what I mean? But by the second one, I was more comfortable. I make conversations with the patients. It's just like it comes easier. So when you first go, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay. It's your first time in this environment, you know? And you're gonna have some clinical instructors that's hard on you, and some that understands and it's gonna take it easy on you because they understand and they know. And also just ask questions. Like clinicals is for practice. Like you're not in really, they're not about to leave you by yourself. A clinical instructor is not gonna just leave you by yourself out there now. Like you can ask questions, and if you don't know something, it's okay to say like I don't know, but I'm gonna find out for you. Rather than saying I don't know. Show them that you are willing to learn more. Say like I don't know that answer to your question, but give me one moment, I'll find out for you. And go research on it and find out what the answer is. And if you still don't know after that, it's okay to ask like, hey, I tried to understand, but I really don't. Can you please? And that is showing them that you care and that you're willing to, go try to find the answer, then just say, nope, I don't know. So I wish I knew that, because I did a lot of, I don't know, instead of rewording it kind of differently. For me, I work at a hospital now as a patient care tech, and I'm more comfortable with talking with patients. I have 10 plus patients every time I work on my unit, so I'm kind of used to it now. I know how to talk to patients. I know what to do all the time. You know what I mean? So for right now, I know how to, I'm more comfortable with speaking to people and speaking to patients and how to introduce myself and how to do all of these things. So that's one of the reasons why I got my patient care tech job, is to get more comfortable with talking to people, talking and get more comfortable being around patients. I would say my last point of this video, I would say is talking about identity and reality check. You start thinking like a nurse without you even realizing it. Like the more you answer these questions, the more you have exams, the more you are around patients, you know how to you know how to think like a nurse. Like, okay, they have this lab, this is what's going on, they look like this. Okay, that means that. The more you look at these diagnoses and all of these things, you start to be more comfortable without you realizing it. Like, you start to know how to even diagnose a patient sometimes. Like, okay, that's low, they need this. They want this. You know what I mean? So, you start thinking like a nurse without you even realizing it. That safety brain start coming in. And that's what teachers love. Like, safety. Safety is the number one thing, because these are people's real life. But also your confidence grows slowly, then all at once. Like at first I was not confident at all. Like I thought like I ain't smart enough for this. I'm just getting by, but am I really gonna know this? And now I'm more confident to know that, like, if this happens, I know how to handle this sometimes. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. And it's like, it just clicks sometimes. It's not going to happen all at once. It takes time. Time. Okay? And lastly, nursing school changes you, bro. You become more disciplined, become self-aware, more, hungry for the end of it, because you know that, like, okay, I'm starting to get this, I'm starting to do this, or I feel that exam, I was slacking a little bit. You become more disciplined. You learn from your mistakes. It is a blessing. Like, this field of, I feel like nursing is definitely a rewarding career. Like, I love helping people. I love making people feel better, whether that's with my attitude, with my care, whatever it is. I am so thankful that God placed this dream even in my heart to even do this, because everybody feel like it's not for them, but I feel like it's for me. Like, I want to do this. I want to, not for the money, but because of the lifestyle of it. I love helping people, and this is like perfect for me. And I spread my light to people. And you know how many patients you would see in 2 weeks? A lot. You can spread your light with so many people, and I feel like I want to do that and change people's lives. But that was the last point of my video. I want to thank y'all for watching this video. Don't mind how I'm talking. I have a cold, and I've been stopping this video to cough every minute. But I thank y'all for watching this video. I promise I'll be more consistent. It's just about finding videos to talk about and what to say, what to do, all of these things. But I do want to be more consistent in 2026, and I want y'all to hold me accountable too. And I want y'all to comment a stethoscope at the bottom in the comments if you're going to nursing school, or if you're in nursing school, or if you can relate to this video. I thank y'all, and I thank God for every last one of my subscribers and people who is coming, or people who's going to subscribe. I really appreciate all of y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.